Hello students, this video explains about the regulation of respiration, problems in oxygen transport, disorders of respiratory system and effects of smoking. The process of respiration, the inspiration and the expiration are regulated by the respiratory centers of the brain. There are three respiratory centers in the brain. They are respiratory rhythm center, pneumotaxic center and chemosensitive area. First one, respiratory rhythm center. So this deals with the inspiratory and expiratory center. It is seen in the medulla oblongata and it regulates the respiratory rhythm. That is, one inspiration is followed by the expiration, which is again followed by inspiration. So we have the inspiratory as well as the expiratory area in the medulla oblongata, and this is called as respiratory rhythm center. The second center is called as pneumotaxic center. This pneumotaxic center is seen in the pons region of our brain. This will moderate the functions of the respiratory rhythm center. The impulse from this center will reduce the duration of inspiration and thereby alter the respiratory rate. The third center is known as the chemosensitive center. So this is seen adjacent to the rhythm center in the medulla oblongata. So increase in the concentration of CO2 and H plus ions in the blood will activate this center. This in turn will give a signal to the rhythm center. Along with that, the receptors in the aortic arch and the carotid artery near the heart also recognizes the changes in the CO2 and H plus ion concentration, and they also send the signals to this rhythm center. But the role of oxygen in the blood in the regulation of the respiratory rhythm is not known. Now let us deal with the problems in oxygen transport. So when a person is traveling from the plain to an elevated region, that is elevation above 8,000 feet. So in the elevations in the higher altitudes, the atmospheric pressure or the partial pressure of oxygen is lower. So the individual will respond to this and causes the symptoms called acute mountain sickness, in short AMS. And these symptoms include headache, shortness of breath, so மூச்சு விட சிரமம், nausea, மயக்கம், dizziness due to the poor binding of the oxygen with the hemoglobin. Because the partial pressure of oxygen is very less, because of that oxygen will not bind with the hemoglobin. This causes lack of oxygen in the circulation. But when the person moves on a long term basis slowly to the mountain from the sea level, the body will be slowly try to adjust to the situation, and so our body will tend to make respiratory and the hematopoietic adjustment, which means, so this will tell the situation to the body, and the kidneys will be accelerated to produce more amount of the erythropoietin hormone. So this erythropoietin hormone will stimulate the bone marrow to produce more number of RBC to overcome the situation, to tackle the situation that oxygen, partial pressure of oxygen is less outside. So more number of RBC when they are present in our body will try to take more amount of oxygen molecules from outside, by which it can supplement the oxygen need of the body. So when a person is traveling from plain to higher altitude, the number of RBCs increases to adjust to the situation. But when a person descends deep down into the sea, when he dives into the sea, the pressure of the surrounding water increases. Because of this, the lung volume will decrease. This decrease in the lung volume will cause the partial pressure increase inside the lungs. So this effect, the increase in the partial pressure of the lung, is beneficial because it will tend to add more amount of oxygen in the hemoglobin, and additional supply of oxygen will take place in the circulation. But this benefit has also got a risk. Why? Because the increased pressure will also drive some nitrogen gas into the circulation. So nitrogen also will combine with the blood, and this causes a condition called nitrogen narcosis. During this condition, the skin will turn bluish black. But when a diver suddenly ascends to the surface, quickly if he ascends to the surface, the condition called bends happen. Bends is nothing but decompression sickness. Bends is nothing but decompression sickness. During this sickness, the nitrogen gas will come out of the blood plasma solution, but it will be still in the blood forming bubbles. The small bubbles in the blood are not harmful actually, but when the large bubbles, when they are loaded in the small capillaries, will block the flow of blood, and this can cause a press on the nerve endings, causing pain. So decompression sickness is associated with pain in the joints, muscles, and causes neurological problems that include stroke. This risk of nitrogen narcosis and bends are common for scuba divers. During carbon dioxide poisoning, the demand for oxygen will increase and the O2 level in the blood will decrease. Because of this, it causes suffocation, and there also the skin will turn bluish black in color. Next, we are going to learn about the disorders of the respiratory system. First one, asthma. So asthma is the difficulty in breathing causing wheezing due to inflammation of the bronchi and bronchioles. So the trachea will divide into bronchi, two bronchi, and bronchi in turn will divide into bronchioles, which will end in the alveoli. So this is the cross section of the bronchi and bronchioles. So inflammation in the bronchi and bronchioles will lead to the reduction of the lumen of the bronchi, which will affect the inspiration and expiration. This causes difficulty in breathing. Some common allergens like dust, drugs, pollen grains, certain food like fish, prawn also causes inflammation in the bronchi and bronchioles, leading to asthma. Next disorder is called as emphysema. Here in the alveolar wall gets damaged in this emphysema. This will decrease the respiratory surface by which it affects the respiration. This is normally caused by cigarette smoking. Emphysema is caused by cigarette smoking. So at the extreme condition, the lungs are totally damaged. The alveolar walls will be totally damaged like this. The third disorder is called as occupational respiratory disorder. So certain industries, they produce more of dust. So people who are working in that industries, they tend to inhale them. The defense mechanism of the body will not be able to cope up with the situation. More of dust in the atmospheric air. So long exposure to these dust causes inflammation and causes fibrosis. So fibrosis means proliferation of the fibrous tissue. So more of fibrous tissue will be growing, and this will damage the alveolar region, which is exposed to the gaseous exchange. So workers in such industries must wear the protective mask. This is a picture of the asbestos fiber in the lungs tissue. The next condition is called bronchitis. The bronchitis is nothing but the inflammation in the bronchi. Pollution like smoke, cigarette smoking will cause bronchitis. The symptoms are the cough, shortness of breath, and sputum in the lungs. Pneumonia. So pneumonia is the inflammation of the lungs due to infection caused by bacteria or virus. We call pneumonia. Common symptoms are sputum production, nasal congestion, shortness of breath, and sore throat, etc. Tuberculosis is caused by Mycobacterium tuberculosis. It's a bacteria. This infection mainly occurs in the lungs and the bones. This causes collection of fluid in the lungs, chest wall, which makes it complicated. Effects of smoking. Today, due to curiosity and excitement or adventure, youngsters are allured towards the smoking habit, and later they get addicted to it. So 80% of the lung cancer is caused by cigarette smoking. Smoking is inhaling the smoke from the burning tobacco, and tobacco smoke contains thousands of chemicals which are harmful, that include nicotine, tar, carbon monoxide, ammonia, sulfur dioxide, and small quantity of arsenic also are present in this smoke. Carbon monoxide and nicotine will damage the cardiovascular system. Tar will damage the gaseous exchange system of our body. So nicotine chemical will cause the addiction, and it is a stimulant which makes the heart to beat faster, and the narrowing of the blood vessel will take place. This causes raised blood pressure and coronary heart diseases. Allergy. Allergy is caused by allergens. When people enter into a polluted area, so immediately start sneezing or coughing. This is because of the allergens that are entering into our respiratory tract, and to this we respond by sneezing and coughing. So allergens will provoke an inflammatory response also, and this only leads to asthma. PM for particulate matter. This particulate matter, the allowed quantity is only 2.5 in the air, but this is increasing day by day. This causes respiratory illness. To check this, the Central Pollution Control Board CPCB reports that the quality of the air is not good due to the accumulation of soot and smoke. So pugai, so when this is more in the atmospheric air, it causes pollution and causes respiratory illness. So some cities of India now started using the CNG, that is compressed natural gas, as fuel, which is an alternate for gasoline and less polluting fuel.